Welcome back to Clown House, aka the brain drain, brain rot of Nathan and Tolly, aka otherwise.
Then he goes on and he tells us how then he
If it don't apply, let it fly.
like another thing.
Why it ain't? Look. If I'll tell you why it's the same.
The gorilla example was a proof of straight that.
Okay, look, wouldn't you say this? Wait. Is the man giving it to the gorilla? Yes or no?
Yeah, because he's straight.
And in the other analogy, I can't speak too loud. Is the man giving it to the man or taking it from another man?
Either one, he's gay. It doesn't matter.
I understand that. So if it's either one, then why did you have to say the guy is taking it instead of giving it?
Some people was comfortable.
Nathan, if you had to choose one, would you rather give it or take it?
I wouldn't exist in that type of situation.
No. If.
I'm saying that there's no possible world where that possibility.
That's not true.
Yes, possible.
No, that's not true. If you had to, what one would you choose?
Like I said, bro, that's like saying something that's illogical. I can't. That's like you trying
That's
to.
not illogical. That's not illogical.
You're trying to help me conceptualize a square circle.
No, I'm not. But the way you just reference a square circle, right? It means that you have some concept of what they call a squircle is, right? What I'm saying is this: in a hypothetical situation that you would never subscribe to, would you rather give it or take it? Let me ask you this: is there such a thing as a? Let me ask you this. Let me ask you this: is there such a thing as a square circle?
Nope. They don't.
Is there such a thing as a man taking it?
Amen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Is there such a thing as a man giving it? Okay, so now we know that two things exist and one of them doesn't. Okay, so of the two things that actually exist, right? If you had to choose one, right?
That's the square circle.
No, it's not.
If you take a square and a circle together.
A square circle doesn't exist by definition.
And
These things.
Being in that situation.
These things. Have you ever tried to draw a square circle?
No.
Would you?
I can't conceptualize.
Would you try? Would you try?
When I try.
Maybe, right?
I tried. I drew it.
Yeah, I don't see how.
Okay, perfect. That's fine. I understand. Like, look, you try, but it's like I can't get past it. Look, so all I'm doing is saying, look, try this hypothetical out. If you had to choose, yes, you can, because you know that they both exist. Which one is worse? How about that?
Those concepts exist, but you say like which one is worse for Nathan?
Yes.
Like that's
which one is worse?
Right there.
Which one is worse? Okay, how about this? If you created an avatar and you wanted to make the avatar suffer, would the avatar suffer more if you gave it or took it? Did I lose you?
He would have took it what?
I'm just saying, like the analogy of the gorilla. They have to flip it. Where one guy's taking it, the other guy's giving it, right?
Yeah, that's the schmazel business.
Because they know the drill is so bad that they know like taking it is obviously worse than giving it. So it's like, we can't say that. because that makes it too balanced. Because then we would even look weirder. So how do we not look as weird here? I know how. Why don't we say, hey, look, would you rather sleep with a gorilla or take it in the ass instead of saying sleep with a gorilla or fuck a man in the ass? Right? The reason why you're going to do that is because you know it would even look worse than it already does.
I'm like, wait, we're talking about animals and human though. Bestiality is not a sexuality. It's not gay or straight. It's bestiality.
Yeah, I don't even know why we're saying that. It's irrelevant. What would you rather do? Would you rather
I'm saying for the people who are like, oh well, it's gay to sleep with a man, but let me sleep with a female gorilla.
Yeah,
like
but that's irrelevant to the point. If you have an option, there's still a preference, and there is a rejection of one, right?
Right. So people would rather be fucking animals than be gay. I got it. Okay.
Some people yes, some people no. And what I'm saying is this. When they present the animal option, it's not the animal boning them, it's them boning the animal. But when they put the human option, they say the human is boning them. What I'm saying is, why don't you just make it balanced? Right?
Yeah, but see, we didn't make it balanced because some people thought it was too easy. Someone said, hey, I can literally just close my eyes and forget that that's a man.
Exactly.
That's what people said.
And that's exactly what you guys said. That's what you guys said about the gorilla, remember?
Yeah, for me, it's a no regardless. But some people, they were like, listen, they were so far on the spectrum that they said they were willing to forget that that's a muscular, big back man. You picture that as a woman.
So that's my point. Look, it doesn't matter. That's my point. The point is you're indirectly acknowledging that taking it is worse than giving it. So...
Right. No, when you first asked the question, it was that. But some people would say, oh, that's easy.
And then it was like, okay, hold on, let me change this. Because
because they said it was too easy.
Exactly. And why was it too easy? Because...
I'm telling you, based on what people said.
I know. And I'm saying, like, if we had to interpret why, right, if we had to make a guess, some type of educated guess, the reason why is because if you contrasted a man boning a guy in the ass versus a man boning a female gorilla, it makes the option of choosing the gorilla just so much worse. Where you're like, okay, hold on.
I disagree with that.
Okay, let's take a poll right now.
No, maybe for other people. That's what I'm saying. For the other people who are on the gay spectrum, they will tell you that.
So for you, it doesn't matter.
That's my point. That shit doesn't matter. I made it difficult, so
let me ask you this.
Too easy.
Let me ask you this. Why in the past, when I phrase it, a man sleeping with another man, you said, no, getting fucked in the ass by another man. You actually had to make that.
The first time we tried it, people would say, that's an easy option.
Remember what you just said. But remember what you said. We're not talking about other people. We're talking about you. For you, they're both equally horrible. But the fact that...
But you asked me why I changed it. I changed it based on everyone's else's...
But according to you, if you heard me talking to someone else, and you're listening from the side, for you to say, no, hold on, right? It has to be this. For you, you should be like, look, he's interacting with this person. To me, the options, regardless of the male interaction, they're both horrible. They're just as bad equally. They're squircles. They don't even exist in my brain. But for some reason, you have the urge to say, hold on, we can't make it that easy for the person. As if you automatically assume the person thought, oh, of course I'm just going to fucking take the guy.
Yeah.
Yes, and the reason why is because it's, in my opinion, it's a form of projection. Because for all the gorilla choosers, hold on. For all the gorilla choosers, it makes you look that much worse. Go ahead.
Okay, that's
the background noise. Where's the background noise?
Yeah, it's a little loud. I'm gonna say this, then a little bit of mojo. But no, man. Only reason why I interjected because I know you. I know what you were gonna answer. For me, it doesn't matter who. It doesn't matter what position. It's gonna be the gorilla. It isn't gonna be. It's just like any position we be in. It's the worst option. There isn't gonna be no position that's a little bit better, a little bit worse. That's what I'm trying to explain to you.
It isn't.
Alright. Yo, Pepe, question. Are you there?
Yeah.
Oh no, I see one second. Pepe, I got you. I'll ask you the question afterwards. Mojo, if you had the choice, would you do 10 years in the worst prison, or 1 year in the worst prison, or 10 years in the best prison?
That wasn't the option. The 1 year that you're in the worst prison, you get butt raped every day.
Yeah, hold on. I would not go to prison
because I would examine the laws and I would make sure my behavior was in accordance with remaining free.
Nah. You gotta come on, go off.
Hey, Nathan, I don't know why you can't be a real nigga sometimes. I'm not gonna lie, disappointed.
No, Mojo would be a prisoner of an impending war that just comes down. He'd be captive and he'd get that.
Nathan, why is it a difficult question, right? Like, I'm with you. I thought we were on the same team, because, like, I feel like it's better to fuck a gorilla than to fuck a man. I think...
Oh, listen.
Yeah.
I never said that.
They made this topic just for you.
No, but listen, Nathan was asked, why isn't it we ask, like, is it better to get fucked by the gorilla or by the man? Like, it's still objectively better to get fucked by the gorilla than the man, right?
You have to say yes. Just say yes. You have to
Just say yes, Nathan.
There's no possible for
Nathan.
Nathan be it, bro.
See?
He's engaged in anything like that. Like, I can't answer the question.
You know what you're doing? You're giving a Mojo answer, bro. You just told him to participate, but you're answering.
Listen, Mike. How can you answer your question?
My definition doesn't exist.
I understand, Nathan. Listen. Mike, I'm gonna be a real nigga and I'm gonna give you the answer you're looking for. I'd still rather get fucked by a gorilla than to get fucked by a dude. And the reason why is because a gorilla's penis on average is about 1.25 inches in comparison to dudes. Like, men have bigger penises than gorillas.
Doesn't that mean more pumping is involved?
Nathan was only answering if
Wait, doesn't that mean more pumping is involved? Does that mean more pumping?
Bro,
You're gonna get pumped.
get fucked by definition.
In terms
You might
of
get
the
pumped for a
average
longer period of
stamina,
time.
listen, Mike. Is the average
This is like
stamina
the sickest, dumbest conversation I've ever heard in a long time.
He's gonna say that average stamina of the gorilla is shorter, right? Okay, so you're taking the one, you're not the 10, right?
Sorry. You cut out. What was that?
You're referring to the stamina of the gorilla, and I'm assuming you're gonna say the stamina of the gorilla is shorter than a man, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're taking the 1 year versus the 10 year. You're taking 1 year of the worst versus 10 year of the best.
No, it's not the same because there's other factors for what I consider the work.
It don't matter. It's relative. However you define worst or best, it's still your shit. You're choosing the best option or the worst option.
For the jail thing? Yes.
Never mind. It went over your head.
Alright, let's go to Pepe. Pepe, what about you, bro? 1 year in the worst prison. Oh yeah, you paused a long time, bro. But Pepe, 1 year in the worst prison in the world, right? Or 10 years in the best prison in the world.
I mean, dude, it would depend. I mean, am I in a gang or or do they have a strong show of force there where I can have these?
There you go, Pepe. Use your mind. Don't let him fucking do it for you.
If it's like, is it like?
It's the worst prison in the world.
He's gonna join the whites. You're gonna join the whites, right?
But okay, so let's say that I was part
It's
of.
the worst prison in the world. It's not in America, I'll tell you that.
Sure. So let's say it's the worst prison in Latin America, but I just so happens that I'm a member of the cartel, and the cartel has everybody paid off. In fact, in some prisons there, you can look at it, the inmates actually have guns, and we have armed men in our area. I mean, yeah, take it here. Easy.
He's doing your 80% thing. Pepe, don't let him fucking happen now, bro. Keep going.
Right now?
Work on your arm.
No, I'm not.
Okay, so we're talking about you, not some hypothetical version of you. We're talking about you right now.
It would be a hypothetical because hypothetically he'd be going to jail.
Well,
I know that, but I'm talking about him, not some hypothetical.
Okay, I mean, personally,
connections.
if it's the worst prison in the world, I'll probably, get food poisoning, possibly cholera from the water, get stabbed with a knife that gives me a deadly infection, lots of stuff. So I'd probably just go for the 10-year in the nicest prison.
There you go.
The nicest prison being the Scandinavian prison, right? They get TVs, microwaves. They get if they have really good behavior, they can occasionally leave the prison as long as they come back. How crazy is that?
I get to have sex with a tall blonde occasionally, then I get to go home to my prison and dump the bitch and not have to listen to her nagging and complain. It doesn't sound that bad, really.
Now, okay, what about this one? Now you have to pick one, bro. Would you rather a man bone you from the back, or you do a female girl?
There you go again. Why did you specify that? You see what I mean? It means nothing to you.
I mean, I'm not.
Emphasize that.
I'm not gonna do it. I just commit suicide, personally.
You can't get
Now you have to
suicide.
pick one, bro.
Yeah, then your God makes you go through both.
Well, theoretically, the gorilla, because my dick would not get hard and I wouldn't be able to fuck it. So, that's just that.
But it would with the gorilla.
Well, no.
Theoretically.
You have to duct tape your penis to a popsicle stick and force it in. Then you can tranquilize the lady gorilla, but you got to do her or you get it in the ass. Apparently. Okay, what's your position on that, Pepe? No, from a man. Go ahead, Pepe. Answer the question.
This is too tasteless even for me. I'm gonna puss out and not answer it. I'm sorry.
Pepe, the easy answer is the fucking gorilla, bro, in both scenarios.
Well, I mean, yeah, you technically wouldn't be a faggot and you wouldn't be getting penetrated, but it's just still, it's like,
Even if you were getting penetrated, you're better off getting penetrated.
Pepe, now let's flip it. Pepe, now let's flip it. How about you giving it to the man, or you have to give it to the gorilla? Which one do you?
Jesus Christ.
I am dead, yo.
Hold on, let me answer, please.
Give it to a gorilla.
This is so disgusting.
Give it to the gorilla, bro.
I mean, holy shit. Dude, they're both so fucking disgusting, dude.
We know that's why it's a dilemma. They're horrible. You would never do it. But which one would you choose?
The lesser of two evils, Pepe. That's all we're asking.
I mean, the gorilla's probably the less of the two evils, but I mean...
Alright, so that's two gorillas in a row. That's why you're a gorilla. You're the gorilla club.
I'm a gorilla. Gorilla all day, nigga. G-Unit. That's what G-Unit stood for, right? I'm not wrong about that. It was gorilla unit, right?
Unless you're constipated and you need to
That's G-Unit, right?
I have no idea. I don't know.
Yes, that's what G-Unit stood for.
Yeah, G-Unit. Yeah, alright.
That's why the game had the best line in its 300 bars on it. Said, I got a clip full of bananas for you gorillas.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. Okay, just making sure. G-Unit over here, nigga. I don't know why niggas are scared to this.
See, the only thing is this, bro. Like, you can conceptualize yourself in a gay situation, right? Because on the spectrum, you're at least about 10% gay.
Oh, my God.
I'm
Not
zero, nigga. There's no possible world where...
Nathan, you're gayer than I am.
No, Nathan, you can, which is why you're able to choose.
I cannot.
Look, the reason why you can make a choice, wait, the reason why you can make a choice is because the cost-benefit analysis is being processed in your mind as to which is the better decision. If you're contrasting the better, it doesn't matter. That just means you don't have a choice in the selection, but the selection is, okay, but that just means that you don't understand. You didn't choose which is better or worse in your mind. But cost-benefit, okay, so that, look, if one is
there, there's no choice that's going to be made.
That's not what a determinist means. The determinist also, it means that you don't choose what you decide is better or worse. But the fact that you have a choice selection in the sense of which you find better or worse, if you find something worse, it means that you imagine it. And if you imagine it, you're choosing from a gorilla or a man.
No, from options, right?
Yes. And from that,
there, right?
Okay.
My thoughts. And I'm telling you that this option that you're trying to get me to describe is an option that does not exist in Nathan's worldview. No.
Yes, it does. I'll tell you why it does.
Maybe for a possible world for you, but not Nathan.
No. That's why you have an answer to the dilemma. Because if you would say, hey, it would make more sense to say, wait, what do you mean? I don't know what you're talking about, sleep with a man. That's like saying, how much does blue weigh? That makes no sense. That's an incoherent statement. But you didn't say that. You're like, no. You're like, I'm not gay. And you define gay as sleeping with the homos, being attracted to the same sex. So you have an understanding of the definition. You're imagining the interaction. From that contributes to the cost-benefit analysis when you're contrasting that to the gorilla. Therefore, you choose the gorilla. So you do conceptualize it. Thank you.
No, Mike, look.
Yo, Nathan,
this is what
stop while you're in it, Nathan. These
No. My thing, I'm like, hey,
I'm after Nathan.
listen, homosexuality, heterosexuality, it's on the spectrum, bro. There are rare few people, right, like myself, knowledge that are 100% heterosexual, meaning that there's no conception of that individual doing anything homosexual, because for him, for that individual to do something homosexual, that individual not be himself, right? So you might be willing to compromise. You're willing to compromise on that. You're saying that, hey, and you were saying that, hey, well, I can picture myself in a situation where a male is doing me from the back.
No.
For me, that's a square circle. That in Nathan's worldview doesn't exist. That's like saying, hey, put Nathan in a situation that can't possibly exist. Well, what I mean by that is this. It's like, if you can conceptualize it, there's a possible world in which it exists. There's no conceptualization where that happens. No, I cannot. I'm telling you, I can't.
Why could you conceptualize a gorilla?
Never do it.
You can't say anything, like.
Why could you conceptualize?
Nathan, one of the contributing factors to the worst prison in the world is being raped every day. Right then and there, that statement indicates that you did conceptualize that, which is why you even gave it a value in the first place. Part of the worst. You're losing. At this point, I'm not even.
There's the concept of people taking something from you by force, right? Like,
Conceptualize.
Right, I get what you're saying, bro. But we're talking about that. I know that rape exists, right? I know people that talk about it, right? And I've heard stories, right? But you put a Nathan in a situation, right? Nathan, the individual in that situation.
Yes.
That situation
You're saying
does
you
not exist.
You can't. Okay, look. Do you have an image of a butthole? Do you know what that looks like?
Yes.
Yeah. But you know what a butthole looks like, right?
Well, a female butthole.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You know what a butthole looks like.
A female butthole.
That's fine. And then you know what a dick looks like, right? Oh wait. Do you know what a? Can you tell the difference between a male and a female butthole? Hold on. You're about to be done right. You're about to be done right now. Because if you say yes, that means you're imagining the male butthole. If you say no, that means you wouldn't know the difference. You're cooked. Go ahead and answer. Oh wait, you got a call.
Male and female buttholes don't look different.
Can you imagine? Do you know the difference between them? Do you know the difference?
I think so. Because if you see the female butt, you consider the female butt. Right here.
I'm gonna ask you a question. You say yes or no? I don't know.
Hold on, give me a second.
Okay, no problem.
You got him, Mike. Alright, so are we gonna vote or are we gonna ask ChatGPT on that debate? Because I think that's a win for psych.
I agree.
I don't know, the woman could have her vagina, butt, cut for birth reasons, and then you would be able to distinguish a female butthole from a male butthole. But I'm imagining a glory hole. I'm imagining we knock Nathan out, he wakes up and either he's got a gorilla vagina he's got his dick in it, or he's got a fucking asshole in his, or however you guys are reading the scenario. Yeah, I mean, the conception is...
This is a terrible conversation. Let me stop.
I was hoping Saki would continue down the path of, can you conceptualize your own dick? I was curious as to what he was going to... Because Nathan sits to pee.
What if you want to fuck the gorilla and the dude? What if you want to have it go weird? Bestiality.
That's a third option. I'm not even going to comment on it. There.
God, you're so fucking weird, dude. Y'all are so weird.
Who's to say?
This is America. Right here.
You know what's crazy is that I read somewhere where standing to pee is not even a natural human thing. It's just something that everybody, like humans, decided.
I feel like
That means that means by definition. Wait.
No.
That means by definition it's naturally human. No. You say it's not a naturally human thing, but humans are the only one to do it. That means it's naturally human.
All right, we get it, Mike. You have a big mic. We got it.
I get what you mean by that.
No, I'm sorry. I'm just contributing to the conversation. I'm not just trying to say what I want to say.
The best part is when he said it's getting spicy. That one state.
I prefer to sit down to pee so I can watch TikToks and take naps. Just lean your head against the wall, you know?
Well, no, you don't want to sit too long now. But
I agree with that.
it does help with your muscles and everything else to your pelvic muscles when you sit.
Sometimes for fun, I stand at the edge of the sink and see if I can piss into the toilet.
And have you?
Sometimes when I tell you to piss, I flush the toilet and see if I can finish before the toilet flush.
How does that mess up with actually?
The ladies don't know that, like, when you stand in piss, we're actively pissing stains off the bowl. It's like a public service.
Yes.
You have to, like, attack the stains.
Do you aim at those little discs that you put in urinals? Or when they put ice in the urinals, you aim to melt as much as...
That's a recipe for disaster on the puck, though, because that could do you dirty and splash back. That's a problem. I'm usually trying to say distance. I need to hit the optimum angle to make sure backsplash is not a problem. And if backsplash is a problem, you just wash your hands really aggressively and blame the sink for splashing water.
No, I personally stay at least 6 feet away from every urinal. I don't care who sees.
Bro, I'm telling you this, bro. It doesn't matter. That shit can splash on your feet, bro. It's gonna splash on you. It's just splash.
At 6 feet distance, David.
6 feet.
This is another good reason why grown men should not wear shorts and flip-flops, especially at the same time.
I was just about to say that same shit.
You know you got pissed.
Yeah, isn't it a thing where when you flush the toilet, there's like shit that like you don't see in the air that comes.
Yeah, but if you wear jeans all the time, you can't wash that off. There's no chance. You're walking around with piss jeans. Congratulations. From someone else too.
I would take piss jeans over piss legs. I'm just saying.
Not me, because you can always piss off the legs.
You can clean the one on your legs though. The jeans is gonna show the wet spot.
You can wash jeans. I wash my jeans.
It's gonna show a wet spot is the point. Your legs, you don't see a wet spot if you dry it.
No, we're talking, these are like nearly microscopic sprinkles. You only know they're there because you're wearing shorts and you can feel them landing on your leg.
Oh, you just don't want to feel it. That's what it is. I try to feel it.
When I'm sitting down with a boner, I like to force myself to pee so that I can drink it like it's a water fountain.
What the
Pissing with a boner is a real fucking treat. You have to like put one arm on the wall and like lean at a 45-degree angle and hold your dick with the other hand. It's like a fucking trapeze thing.
I think it shows resilience and commitment.
I'll be your campaign manager, you got one.
Of course, Roger would capitalize.
The campaign manager.
Nathan, did you see Roger capitalize on our room topic on Mike's scenario question and take it and make a room out of it in his club?
No, I didn't see that.
Oh yeah, he made a room and everybody went there, or at least half the room.
What's the topic?
It says clubhouse philosophy and sex with gorillas in the muff house. Blissful.
I'm not even in the house, bro.
This is how you
Now
know
that you know what I think of it, now that
you're the cultural center of Clubhouse and people are making rooms about your room. That's how you...
That's a fact.
It's a fucking fact.
Now that I think of it, ever since he gave up the healthy debates and created his own house, he came and tried to steal numbers from Chilla. That's what he...
Well, that's expected, you know?
he had to give up healthy debates. He had made a promise to Nelson Ortega that he was going to stop hosting those rooms.
Okay, why?
Because some of the creators on this app got incentive to jump to Nelson's app. I forgot what that app was called.
Nathan, is that guy a black belt in your eyes?
I didn't really listen to him. I didn't listen to him debate, but I like that he's informative, at least on philosophy. Yeah, I thought he
was like a political guy. I didn't know, but like, here's what my thoughts are. Is like, arrogant as some of like the black belt philosophical minds are on this app, I haven't heard yet that you shouldn't be speaking about something if this, right? They usually don't try to control what people say or not say, whether they're informed or not. They just I mean, I guess, yeah. Like, it's like, they'll call you stupid. Like think about what A will call somebody, you know? You know what the fuck you're talking about, blah, blah, you know? You're a fucking this, that. But it's like, you shouldn't be talking about. When I hear that, I'm like, interesting. The smarter minds don't usually respond that way.
Because it's anti-philosophical to think that way. It's a vulgar philosophical mind and not listen to stupid ideas, because that's how good ideas sprout. It's dumb to think that people can have novel ideas.
What I got from that was like, I don't know, just I think some people look down on journalism in a sense, and they was just doing this to look down on it, like, oh, these people in here talking philosophy. Let me just show I know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, it's like if I thought I'm gonna go into the beginner class of jiu-jitsu and I'm just gonna mop everybody up and I'm only a blue belt. You know, that's the mindset.
I see he's willing to engage hypotheticals. He didn't say anything with the hypothetical.
Yeah.
So maybe he's like an insecure reader. He just curates, rooms instead of engaging, just like that.
He can't be a black belt in debating either if he kicks everybody out of his room that disagrees with him.
That's okay.
Which is what always happens. Him and his weird mod panel has like instant kicks for people that have ever said anything against what they think to be true.
One of them being Israel.
And one of them being me. Fuck Kachikon.
He kicks you? That's a fact. Wake it up.
Yeah, Kachikon always kicks me out of his rooms. And then I'm like,
yeah, Kachikon, that molester, that sex offender.
To be fair, he served his time. He also actively worked to undo the harms of people who continued to perpetuate those kind of situations. And I think that if we are to grant redemption to anyone, it should be people like him.
Like who?
You told me to come.
How do you say that when you turn to
Are those peas? Like,
how do you say that to people who said the same thing? Like they're like, oh, on this app to other people who disagree with them. They'll be like, yeah, I'll come and like molest your mom and fuck your mom or fuck your girl. Like, how do you can't say that this person has fully like rehabilitated and that we need to give him grace, especially when you say things like that on this app.
Okay, so
but especially someone like him who's actually done it. It's different.
I just want to clarify, his charges, I believe, were along the lines of sex trafficking, and he was going by Kachikon because he was like highlighting different criminals and like exposing them and like doing that sort of thing after, doing his bit.
Look, insults are insults, bro. Doesn't matter who says the insults. You're a free speech absolutist. You should know that.
No, Nathan. I don't like I said.
But you make it sound like his insults are like threats.
No, I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is Tali's saying that we should give him, out of all people, give him the most grace. And I'm saying No, because he still says things like that, and he's done it. So it's kind of like, all right.
Saying stuff about it and doing it are two different things. Would you agree?
Sorry, go ahead.
No, just okay. So doing things like that in relation to his previous life as a criminal would be continuing sex trafficking of adult women or prostitution. So when you say doing things like that, you couldn't possibly mean telling people to, in a rude way, to shut the fuck up.
I think you guys are not getting it. If somebody killed someone in their past life, and then you're saying they quote unquote have rehabilitated or like have done something to right the wrong, right? I'm giving an example, like just an example. They said they've killed someone in the past, then they've quote unquote have done everything to change their life and avoid that, right? And then they come on an app and a voice app, and someone tells them something, and they fucking respond with, "I'm gonna fucking kill you." That goes to show to me, like they can say whatever they want, free speech, I'm all for it. But that goes to show to me, someone who's actually done something like that, to use that type of language, that no, why would I give someone like that grace and think that they've changed? That's what I'm saying. They can say whatever they want, but it's like it becomes a little different from somebody who you know for a fact has done it, and then you think that, oh, they've changed, but and then they say something like that. All you do it whenever you disagree with them.
Okay.
Why would I give someone like that grace?
What was this offense?
Yeah.
He was a pimp.
Right. And there was a charge of abusing some boy.
Yeah, he was a pimp.
Like if you ask the
No, Nathan, all I was responding was to Tali's response. Because Tali said that.
Yeah, Tali said the same thing. Tali said he's a pimp.
We need to give him grace, and I said no.
And your response to no was because he says things like, "Hey, I'll go to your mama's house and do this," and "Hey, I'll do that." Like, but he was a pimp. Did he say, "Hey, I'm gonna pimp your mama out" or something like that?
It's the same thing. What he did was sexual assault as well.
Sex trafficking, right?
No, also sexual assault. That's what you're missing.
Tali didn't say sexual assault part.
Hey, does a free speech absolutist hold the same position on kids? Like you guys don't care what kids say?
Ask one of them. I'm not one of them.
Don't fucking, hold on, one by one. Don't rush in now. Hold on. One by one. Free speech absolutist.
Children are often tamed.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Meaning, for the most part, if a kid spouts off, the parent is going to control their speech.
Yeah, or if they had like a school, would you just let anything go in school? Like, if you own the school or if you control the regulations of the school, would you allow this absolutist thing kick in?
Well, that's why I was asking you, if you were interviewing Mike, Jordan Peterson, and you brought up the gorilla and human ass fucking thing, do you think because he's civilized and against vulgarity that he would just get up and walk out? Or do you think that you could appeal to free speech absolutism to keep him there?
No, you would deconstruct the question to the point of him crying about how difficult it's been to be a man and a gorilla at the same time in the Canadian system.
That's good.
Yeah, but
What you've gotta understand about the bloody gorilla
is they have no agency, much like me. I know, but I'm much like knowledge. I'm a free speech.
Did you even ask the gorilla if it wanted to fuck you?
Sometimes Buddhist. I think there's absolutes and sometimes absolutes. And one of those sometimes is kids. Kids can't say shit. Fuck them.
Fuck them. I don't think I'm this absolutist thing. I would really have to examine it. So, because in a way it's kind of like, yeah, I don't know if there's too. I don't know. I don't think I would. I think that there's a limit.
Yeah, you want to enculturate your kids. You don't want them to be fucking telling their teachers about cunts and fucking ass fucking or whatever.
More than anything, I don't want people talking to my kid that way too.
Right.
Yep. Protected. Yeah.
Right. Two ways
unless you have like your beat the shit out of the absolutists, you know, if that's fair. That's my speech, or at least try. You can't win all the time, but you know.
Do you have to be a free speech absolutist to be a black belt in chosen?
No. Is Finley a black belt?
Listen, man, I don't think speech should be free. I think you should earn the ability to speak freely. Maybe set up like a course, you know, that way you could check someone's. Because if you're going to be in a free speech place, you got to at least agree that, hey, you have to respect that, you know? You have to respect my speech, respect my feelings. That way, I can say anything I want without you being upset. And that's hard, because there's a lot of sensitive people.
I totally agree.
Expensive speech, like if your kid swears, you make them put a dime of their allowance in a bucket, you make them pay for it. Is
My name Nathan. Now they were talking to me.
Yeah, they were talking to me. On with the kids. What's up, man?
I miss you.
I miss you too. Oh my God. Don't even guilty, man.
Those kids want gifts, Nathan. You gotta be a good uncle.
I know, man. I get it.
So, I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say. Okay.
No, not say it. Do your thing, girl.
My little cousin used to call my big cousin, like her aunt, her husband, the white man, Gunkle. But some people call
Oh my God,
Gunkle. But also that's what people call their gay uncle.
Gunkle?
Gunkle.
I prefer
Oh, Gunkle.
Okay, Gunkle is gay uncle. Dunkle is in West Virginia.
I prefer Funkle, Fun Uncle, or Conkle, Cousin Uncle. That's a good one too.
Oh, that's cute.
You just can't call the aunt a cousin aunt because then she'd just be a cunt.
That's a good one.
You heard Roger that bad that they made a room about you, bro? And that's wild, bro. I left yada and ran Roger out.
Nah, that fool just got uncomfortable and left and then copied the content.
Too bad, Zach.
Fucking, he's like made in China, dog. Like, he's trying to be authentic, but he's just the fucking fake.
Man.
I think
He's a good Beamer. And Beamer left? Every time he's Beamer followed him.
Everybody left.
Pay attention to who left. The people that always want to give him the right treatment.
Who left though? Put a name on that for sure.
Is Concrete in there too?
I'm gonna go over there.
I'm still going to leave. Still goes right here.
Yes.
That was the Siller sounded like Yoda right now.
Someone sent a link, bro. I'm not in this house, so I can't find it.
I think it was Monica. Let me see.
How do you share a link? I can go where you want.
No, Concrete's in a different room.
I'm going to leave now, though, because it's Friday and it's time to get high and play PlayStation. Bye.
Take care, still going.
Guys, can you hear me, guys?
Oh, we got Ollie the Pakistani in the room. What's up?
Good. Where are you from, Michael?
No. Yeah, so if they did it in the muff, that is his house. It's Jack's.
Who's talking about Muff? Yeah, that's what they call it.
Yeah.
It's a Sopranos.
He gets... Okay, I'm not going to say what it was.
No.
They make Randy jokes, and he's very open about his love of black women, so... Yeah.
I thought he was gay.
What are you talking
Really?
about? Joe?
Yeah.
Wait, Roger's not a homosexual?
No. Why would you think that?
Damn, I'm not calling him
you know
gay
what?
for years.
It could be one of those, I'm going to project hypermasculinity to,
You think he's hyper-masculine?
Is he not hegemonic masculinity? Is he not? Are you serious?
He's Roger as fuck. Anybody that kicks you out of rooms because they can't have a back and forth with you, someone that runs away from conflict, is not a hegemonic masculine.
Yo, he kicked you out, Haga?
Yeah, he used to.
What was the topic?
Debates. We would talk about Israel, and then we would talk about like his libertarian ideals.
One solution for this problem is polygamy.
Boom, kick all the fucking time. Me along with other people. And then Kachikon became a mod, and me and him. I mean, granted, I did consult his nephew, which is another thing too.
One man's supposed to get for a woman.
I agree.
What if you get no bitches, like in Pakistan?
Then you take little boys, bosses.
No, man. What does hegemonic mean?
Whoa. Hegemonic as in the definition of the word, or in terms of
Like, how are you? How are you?
You impose your will. Hegemonic means you impose your will.
And you're saying he is that thing or is not that thing?
Also, I know he was about to do Okay.
No, I'm talking about this term is hegemonic.
What would I be? What would I be?
No, you know what?
Hegemonic.
There's a table. There's a way to. Okay.
No, there is. Bring it up. We always talk about this. Forgot the trans woman's name who came up with the table. It always escapes me.
Oh my god.
Yeah, leave it alone.
I'm on the page.
No. She's super.
Dr. Connell.
There you go. R.W. Connell or whatever she went by.
R.W. Connell.
And used to be a he, came up with the hierarchy of masculinity, and then transitioned to be a woman. But her ideas are pretty.
Yo, Matt, when I was giving my submission, you said you were disappointed. What was that?
You fucking defending Dean Master.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Dean Master.
Listen.
Dean Master ain't there.
Yeah, bro.
Listen,
And
what?
shit, bro. That dude is ragging ass, bro. She's still on stage. I'm talking about regular.
Let me go see.
I mean, she's over there riding him, and he called her all types of names, bro.
Yeah,
That shit is crazy.
self-esteem. That's still no self-esteem, and this white women normally don't have high self-esteem, and they appreciate men who punch them in the face and berate them, and they must the stereotype of them.
That is true, bro. Because she had a thing for Shamos. I got to. Oh my god.
Shamos loved her, though. Shamos loves her. Not the same archetype of him.
But believe that troll.
But Matt, all you're saying is that I have reached, I don't want to use the word. I'll just say I've reached higher levels of objectivity, and yeah, I appreciate it. Thank.
Yeah, that's my only critique right there, bro.
You know I'm the last person to support Bieber, but hey, I gotta give her credit. She was right.
Nah, I disagree, bro. I think that, chillism was the spot for her to say what she had to say, without.
All she was saying is that he was being, grandstanding for the.
That felt more like a lick back, bro.
Yeah, they're still asking Ike why he was engaging the way that he was, and they must not know him. I feel like he can't help it. That's just like the way that he communicates, and I struggle sometimes.
It's gonna be 45 minutes of an Ike monologue.
I was like, I need to intentionally pay attention to every word because he does the same thing I would say B Master does, where they start out wide lens and get granular, and he just I don't know, it just takes so long to get there as well. I lose focus and sort of forget where we started or why we ended up where we ended up.
I think it's a picture when he talks, bro. Being I don't look at that as art. Maybe some people might look at it as art, but I look at that as a whole bunch of like built up emotions and like ideas, and like it's almost like a kid that's like saying, "Hey, I want to do this, and I want to do this, and I want to do this, and I want to do this." It's like,
yeah, actually, it's funny that you would say like this. It kind of reminds me of my kids sometimes when she gets excited. There's like so much content.
yeah, it's like overload.
They don't have the capacity to like spit it out, and you can hear it because sometimes she'll kind of like stop and then start talking about something else. And I think it's like, I don't know, like it's innocent.
It's just a hunger for
I don't think it's innocent, bro.
emotional attention.
I'm not gonna lie, I like it. There's something about her
Emotional
that grew on me.
Come in here.
I'll tell you this.
You ever see how the conversations tend to gravitate towards her person instead of actual subject. Yeah, that's the only one who does it. I think they're doing a lot.
I think that's what happened in the debate, actually.
I am in an open wound, and I am scabbing over as we speak. I need you to pick at my scab, which is my person, so that I know that I'm alive. That's how those people come off to me. When she's engaging, like in her, like talking her shit, like I love to listen to her philosophically, even if I disagree with her conclusions. But when she's doing that other, my life is so sad. Please, I have to change my granny's diaper. Like, girls, I don't know. Please stop putting that.
Yo, Tally, what happened with you in Alaska? I was like, oh shit. Yes,
dude, that was bad, man. Tally snapped.
You dropped on her head. She had nothing. It was a KO. Fucking almost.
I don't think that was a KO.
That was a KO. Red stoppage. Take you out on the fucking gurney. And I have nothing to say. It's probably why she's not here today. She needs to be covered.
There's a KO. Listen, to me, a KO works like this. You have two opponents that's fighting. What I saw was a baby little cub, like one of those Giselles, like a little baby Giselle, and this big old lion just ripped his head off and everything. You know what?
Look, all you're doing is all you're doing is talking about the fairness in your opinion. But here's what I heard. I heard her speak about the consistent rhetoric, and all she did was talk about the rhetoric, and she did it in her way, right? And there was no rebuttal. It was just stutter. And I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, I felt bad because I felt like, I don't know I forget who she was arguing with, but I came in, it was like she was being overstimulated with like everybody asking her questions. And I was like, calm down, let me just ask you. And I was asking her simple questions. Her brain was malfunctioning. She couldn't speak. I was like, slow down and just think for 1 second. It's like, that shit was weird, bro. I don't know what was going on. She like some like
you know what it is, bro?
Attack on bike, bro. I was like,
Aaron, you as a man, you have like this insight in the way some women think, bro. And you like project, because you can pick up on those tones, like, hey, look, she's struggling. Hey, look, she's this, she's just a person who cares. And women, they hear it, but they don't care. They're like, you a woman. You should be able to take this shit. You know how you is.
No, I did not say any of that.
That's that feminine toxicity.
But Tally gave her the gift she always wanted. Look, in my opinion, I didn't disagree with Tally. It seems, and I say this respectfully, but like, she wants to be a victim so bad. So yesterday, Tally gave her what she wanted. So she became a victim. So she should be grateful.
I want to clarify, I don't think she's some terrible person, but I was kind of talking about it earlier where some people front load this emotional baggage as part of their reply. And my stance is, please do not put those emotions on me. Like, I'm just here to engage in whatever topics at whatever level I can.
You don't like that one.
It seems like these people are manipulative, and I don't I don't like being like my heartstrings being pulled at before you can make a point. Now address some topic at hand without telling us your life story, because you should be able to stand up on the merits of your thought processes, and not your trauma.
Well, everybody does that.
Nobody does that.
Yeah. Kelly, I just was about to say that. Kelly, everyone does that, right? You're just saying that you don't like it when it's like stuff about kids and all that stuff, but everyone does that. As a woman, blah, 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 blah. Y'all never let me do it, blah, blah. Oh, I'm on the left, and y'all never allow me to, blah, blah, blah. People want to load emotionally all the time. They want people to feel sorry. I don't want to sue them.
I don't do that shit. I don't do that.
Sometimes, listen, they'll come back. Maybe
please comment on it if I do. See, Mike, you're doing it right now.
I don't be honest. I don't even think I can go on.
Yeah.
And also, if you want to jump in the arena that some of these debates are, you're gonna have to toughen up or something.
I'm just saying what I say, dude. But Tally, you talk about people being manipulative. This is a debate space. Everyone is trying to convince someone that, hey, my point of view is the correct one. The thing is, this one is like a little bit more, maybe more challenging. It's emotional because it is a lot of truth in there that you don't want to explore. And that's all she's trying to point out. Like, hey, if you're uncomfortable about this, then you agree with me. And that's one of the best ways to lead. That shit don't make me do it. But when people talk about it, I'm like, what about it? Like, you're not gonna convince me like that. I don't need the sad story. I need something logical. Oh, for women, it's always the emotion. And they crack. You give a little sob story, why you gotta make me feel bad?
Yeah, and it particularly pisses me off after weeks, months even, of your particular troll of how women can't be logical, and here's this illogical woman being suffocated on her mic just because someone asked her to defend one of her hashtag-asked, positions. Like, you didn't need more. You didn't need more than that.
Yeah, but you gotta make sense that she tried. I like that she tried. But I don't think you should have gone so hard. She had training wheels on. If she wasn't arguing, she was talking to the room. She wasn't talking to Tali. What was that? Escobedo? Oh, Escobedo.
No, I was just saying, damn, let people, some people be struggling. Maybe she wasn't, she's on stage, she struggled emotionally, behaviorally, or nobody knows. But for her to actually try to, sum up the courage to jump on stage and give feedback or try to debate, give her a little bit of space to do that. I mean, I think a lot of people get nervous or have anxiety, jump off mic, and this is one of the elements in this fucking room. So I think it's just damn, for you to act like that. I mean, for me, I don't know. I'm being honest. For me, none of this shit is real, but hey, it is what it is.
It's real. Nah, don't do that. It's real. So for me, I heard you.
For me, what Callie did was a level 2 compared to what really goes on. So if you really think about it, she didn't do anything. She just talked about how she felt, not as her as a person, but as her actions. She referred to the verb, not to the noun. And if you go back and try to trace back the worst thing you can think of, it wasn't even bad. The only reason why the only reason why we thought it was bad was because of the lack of reaction. It was I'm like, oh shit. When I was listening to Ty, I'm kind of green. I'm eating my chips and shit. And I'm like, this is kind of funny. And then when I'm listening to the pod, it's oh, fuck. You know what I mean? It's kind of like someone punches somebody. It's oh, it's a punch. But then you see them doing the fish. It's oh shit. The fish dance is more oh fuck than the punch itself. And then yeah, and so what I'm saying is, look, throw your hat in the ring sometimes. I think it's going to make her stronger. That's my thought.
But then also, I would have been happy to move on, but then she kept doing her weird mouth sounds while I was trying to speak, and I'm like, oh, you want more? Girl, just do better. I don't know, communicate better, flesh out your ideals, just give me something more than your trauma, because I said so in the chat, I'm sure you're familiar with the concept of consent, and I'm telling you right now, I'm rejecting the invite to your pay party, and I also do not consent to like whatever offloading of your bullshit. Like I don't have the space for it, and I just don't want it. Do something else.
So wait, you get someone from talking? Like you gotta be in. Listen, I mean, you know, let me just say this one thing. I get it. I get that. That shit is annoying. It's like whatever. But I'm just saying, it's how you go about it. Now, if it was someone else who deserved it, I would have been okay. But if you said it like, hey, I mean, they say you tried to say it, but it just didn't look good, man.
It did not.
It didn't look good. It looked like it was taking advantage of someone. Yep, that's what it looked like to me.
But only because of the way she reacted. Not because of what Callie said.
Listen, Mike, I don't know about you. Listen, I've been in some uncomfortable situations where I saw like people beating on that girl. And you know what I'm saying? Like, and afterwards I'm like, yo, in my mind, that's fucked up. Or someone cussing at their kids, bro. Like, that's fucked up. Even if they feel justified, like, hey man, you're doing something wrong, or you're doing something like this, like, that happened, bro.
Yeah, I didn't see it that way, but I mean, maybe because I'm used to the rhetoric. To me, like I said, it was primarily because of the reaction. But how about this? Eric was like, yo, just tell me what was said. I'm writing it in the chat. Okay, fine, but just tell me what you said. I'm like, oh my God, bro.
She got a stutter in this shit, bro.
Bro, she fucking...
That's not because she's nervous.
That's an amygdala hijack, bro. That prefrontal cortex was like a blinking light bulb. It wasn't really working. She went through that fucking fight or flight, I swear.
Yeah, in conversation. Why? Oh my God. I saw her actually beat her. Like the verbal affected her physically.
So we're putting up guardrails for the tards now.
For white belts, always.
This is the 88.
Especially the non-confrontational ones. Especially those. Like I can understand the confrontational ones, like your arch nemesis, so you like to portray sometimes, like the ESPs. You know what I'm saying? Like I get those. Or the marks, I get those. But Alaska, she's like one of the sweetest people in the world.
It is not sweet for you to constantly trauma dump onto me, who is not an open, like, wound, like...
When she was talking, she was talking to the room. She didn't say Charlie. She was talking to the room. And Charlie was like, no, she's talking to me. Like, she's the only one.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't imply that she was only talking to me. I hate most of the contributions that start with, this is why I'm traumatized. If you can sit through my trauma, here's my opinion. You could just start with your opinion.
You know what? Listen, some conversations I don't like, right? But I don't make people feel bad. I want to cuss someone off just because it's going like this. General conversations, I just like those.
Sometimes you do that, bro.
Like the Jew conversation.
Sometimes you do. It's probably one of my favorite sides. I don't care. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck. You know, bitch, I'm fucking moving down. Shut up, bitch. I remember I was like, oh shit. Shut the fuck up. That's your go-to. Those 3 words. Or 4. Well, I say it. I guarantee that everyone will be like, yeah, that sounds familiar. Shut the fuck up. And you say it kind of fast. Or you come on. Oh my God! I leave, you're fucking talking. I come back in, you're talking.
Oh yeah. What about confrontational ones? You know?
You don't like.
Not the weekends.
That's it. Funny.
But isn't it better that she know that she is weak so that she can maybe strengthen herself?
It don't work on you.
I think. Ellie, I think that everyone knows that.
Yeah, you know what though? It's like I agree. Like weak is a contrasting concept. There's no such thing as weak if there's not strong. And I think that there's a relative term depending on like who or what you're talking about or even how you're talking. And so I don't know. Like Let's see.
You ever had someone like dislike you and say like you smart, but you use your smartness as an advantage over people? You ever had someone tell you that one?
They didn't call me smart, but they call me manipulative. Yeah. My wife.
That was that. I mean,
that was the other thing. That was the other thing that pissed me off. You put your wife on the phone for like 5 seconds, and this weirdo bitch came off. Do you know your husband's got an aggression issue? Girl, shut the fuck up.
Can I say something? No. Thank you for that. No. Because internally, that bothered me. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I did. I'll tell you why.
I didn't know that.
No, it's okay.
That was part of why I was.
No, I appreciate that. Because I was like, look, it's kind of like when people say I take steroids. It's like your position as far as being so weak, like, automatically puts me in a fucking box of aggressiveness. Your type of human is the scariest type for my type of human. Because if you really think about it yesterday, like what I was doing, I was being humorous, I was being annoying, I was being consistent, maybe even a little loud, but I wasn't even mad. I felt happy, I felt like I was winning, right? And then to say it like that, and then you think about, nah, she's tripping. So that, to me, that's a scary mindset to basically put that on people, which is why people get in trouble for just being who they are. I don't make threats, I don't do shit like that, I just kind of talk shit. But to say that I have that, and it's like, I appreciate you catching that, because I was thinking about that, I was like, you know what? Nah, fuck you, dumb bitch, like, you're just weak. And your weakness, it's kind of like somebody slow saying, why are you walking so fast, bitch? Get your fat ass up and fucking start moving. That's why I'm fast, because you're slow.
It's fun to say good afternoon. Hello. Now, it is true that yes, go on, Nathan, sorry.
No. I just want to say, I'm from the schools where it's like, you know that someone, you're saying, you know,
yeah. That was that
always being bad. And she had a rough day. I'm sympathetic towards that. You're like one of the nicest people in Chitlins. The nicest.
So it is nice for her to constantly do that weird shit by trying to emotionally manipulate people into not fighting against her stupid positions. That's nice of you.
Sally, that's a tactic. That's a tactic. That's a debate one.
She's passive aggressive. She's not necessarily nice.
Easy is y'all are dancing.
All the women.
Wait, you cut off, Hawker. What do you guys say?
Like that. Yo, don't fucking laugh.
I said y'all are dancing around the elephant.
Oh, I love elephant.
We try to her up to being a normal person. We tell her go and get therapy. You always coming doing all kind of like social whenever you don't like a conversation. And she don't care about none of that shit, but yet she she thinks it's fucking
Yeah, I don't give me that shit.
I think somebody calling him.
With no, it's
answer the call.
me. It's telling me.
Callie, you and this nigga, stop doing that. Oh my god, why she does this shit?
It will take less time, just let him get it.
Just accept it, Callie, let him get it out.
I can kind of get it next then. That's not what
Yeah, I don't do any of that. I am as repulsed by the constant heartstring pulling as I am by other things that I've been like more loud about.
Yeah.
To me.
Whenever we talk about it, you lose your mind. Your toughness.
Oh my god, why Jello butt doing that?
Yeah, your toughness has not increased. You wanna fuck
abuse. That's abuse of this black nigga right here.
It's like she doesn't want to hear it concrete. So just make your statement about whoever else you're talking about. It.
Monica, you know you're gonna get touched off.
I don't care. Like I'm so tired of micromanaging egos, delicate friends.
There you go. Monica trying to get in there to get under too. It's like Monica, don't be.
Yes, you know, but like, there is no truth to what y'all talk about the fucking juice every fucking day, and I think it is. I do think it's weird for y'all to constantly say, no, you can't say it, but then you literally say it every day. Like it's.
And you still react violently.
I'm allowed to.
If she had a gun, she would shoot her. Just so y'all know, I got my VR glasses, but I can't use it till tomorrow because the other ones ain't come yet.
That's so crazy. She even talking about first lady.
She was inspired when Lady attacked Beatmaster. She was like, I wish I could be black like that. It's something I'm missing. I don't know what it is. How can she be blacker than me? Is she Spanish?
Okay, so specifically, I didn't say it before, but I am as repulsed by Jacobus's verbally sexually assaulting women on stage.
What? Yo, why you lying?
Yeah, the women who do that dumb shit where they have to front load their trauma to make you listen to their bullshit opinions, and then if you argue against them, you're a horrible human being. No, I'm responding to your bullshit point. But I would prefer not to listen to the ways you've been traumatized by the world.
She always crying.
Front-loading trauma, basically appealing to your personal.
Yeah, she is abusive, and black women like that cause trouble in the hearts of men.
Alright, come on, man, Dally. Let the man speak, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna take a picture of my glasses. You can have it on your wall, Charlie. This shit's cool. Titanium.
Wait, do I keep getting muted?
Yeah.
You're complaining about somebody from just basically sharing their personal experience.
I literally don't do that. You're just fucking stupid.
You see? And you feel him. You always want to demasculate a man. Eric.
Eric, didn't you have feedback Friday for us that you've been asked trying to get out? You didn't stop your shit?
It's 4 o'clock. It's time to get tired of that.
See, this is why every time I help one of you guys, it's like...
No one asked for your help, idiot.
Eric did it fucking 2 hours ago, bitch.
No one asked for your help,
Eric did. It's in the chat, you moron.
You see this?
Oh my god.
Dumb bitch. Sexually unaware. Shut your fucking mouth.
Oh no. Yeah.
Get out of it. Get out of it. Let these people fight. That's what they want to do.
No, I don't want to fight. I don't want to fight. I actually want to have a conversation. Is there anybody that has a topic? If y'all don't want to do Feedback Friday today?
Is this the overseeing? Ain't nobody asked for your bitch ass talk.
Look, the biggest tyrant in here is you. And you need to understand that.
Shut the fuck up. I don't give a fuck.
No.
Shut up.
I know you don't, and you ruin white girls and children because you don't. You don't care.
Putting your guardrails on to protect obese white women ruins chillism. Girl, fuck you.
Nathan.
Tally, why are you so competitive with me? Why don't you just let me be me? I let you be you all the time. When you're abusive, you get called out. That's it.
No one is abusive. You're just a dumb bitch, and I'm gonna keep calling you one.
Am I a dumb bitch? Maybe. Are you a harpy shrew? Most of the time. Like, you're grumpy and you inflict it on people. You're just as bad as the people that you bitch about trauma dumping. You're anger dumping. You let your rage infuse your conversation.
Processing information. Everything you spit out of your mouth has been contorted in such a way that it has never met the fucking truth. Monica, you gotta be the dumbest bitch in here. Easily.
I'm gonna take my pen off and beat y'all ass. Chill out.
No. When I was trying to stop it the first time, They both want this. They want to fight each other.
Because the
They enjoy this shit.
she can't have my name out of her mouth.
But you know what I'm gonna do? I'm not gonna trauma dump and tell you why I dislike when this happened. I'm just gonna listen.
No, Nathan.
So, Nathan, I am criticizing while Tally is moderating poorly sometimes. I've never told her she's a crappy mom.
I don't want your head, stupid bitch! I do not consent to your white bullshit! When did that happen? It's them giving the guardrails. Those are guardrails, you're DEI bitch.
I didn't even notice. Actually,
Loud, like you're not DEI at all, right?
You gotta take this bitch, red, dumb, rock-headed bitch.
Yo,
I think I need that. I need that.
Let these two women go at it. Y'all stop jumping in.
So, I don't. I constructively criticize and I make the observation that...
more criticism. No one takes advice. No one respects you.
You need
trying to control me.
Tally, you gotta let her speak. You gotta let her speak. It's her turn to speak. Let her speak, let her speak. We gotta be fair. Go ahead, Monica.
Nathan's gonna help y'all.
I've actually stopped telling Tally when I think that she is over moderating. I just go straight to Nathan and knowledge, and they know it. And it's their choice to not correct her when I think she would benefit from some correction. That's not my house. It's Nathan and knowledge's. And you know what's really funny is when I do wrong, they tell me. They don't tell you when you do wrong, which might mean they've either given up on you or is willing to lie to you because you provide them with something. What do you provide them with? Oh, you provide them with labor because you work your ass off in the rooms that you curate for them. So maybe, Tally, instead of directing all your venom and hatred at me, who doesn't have any animus to you, maybe you can reflect about what you're doing.
And girl, fuck you. I don't care about your thoughts. I wish you would stop sharing them with me. You are stupid. I do not respect you. And then on top of being stupid,
I don't need your respect.
Which means
I don't need your appreciation. I don't need your admiration. I don't need anything from you. I don't need anything from you. The only thing I ask for Nathan and knowledge is if I provide any value in white belts and chillism, and just let me know, because I'm honestly only here. I'm only here because of Nathan and knowledge and a couple other people.
Mike?
Nathan, check your answer.
So when people are telling me that I add no value here, that I'm not wanted here, that nobody likes me, and you guys don't say that's a lie, you're lying because you're hateful. You're hateful.
Get the fucking Kleenex, bitch. Just fucking do it. Fucking cry.
No, I'm just letting people know.
Come on, you gotta let it get a point across. Go ahead.
So let me see, do I have anything else left? I don't know if I have anything else left. I am looking for my replacement. I do ask that adequate white supply to Nathan and knowledge. They need a token white conservative-ish woman to be abused daily. It's not my style. I'm not fond of bootlicking. I don't have any white guilt, white privilege, or white fragility. So, it's not going well. And I want white belts and chillism to be a strong house. And I'll come and visit. But I do think it's time for, us to find another woman who's willing to be abused like this.
You ain't gonna know. You love that shit.
Matt Buell went to the nearest gas station and called my trigger. And she can raise her
Go ahead. Tell us how you feel.
The moderators have higher standards in the stage, yes, and the audience. There's high expectations for impeccable behavior. So when a moderator breaks a rule, we only have 4. breaks a rule and calls a stage guest a bitch, they should be moderated. They should be moderated. When a moderator abuses her badge and harangues and harasses a stage member, it's a sign that she's stupid.
This is the overeating I'm talking about.
Come on, let her
It's not. It's what
I'm not your business, bitch. I'm not your business.
Y'all ain't no. Alright, y'all ain't the only fuckers listening, bro. I'm there just like y'all listening. Why do you guys have to cry all the time? Look, y'all listening just like you too.
Cry on my shoulder, Nathan. What's wrong?
Nathan's
I'm giving the phone to you.
Yeah, listen to him. He's speaking for himself.
No, like it's chillism and white belts will be what Nathan and Knowledge want it to be. And that will include all of the different personalities that don't get along. And there will be chaos here. And then there will be some order sometimes. That's it. That's the number one rule, actually. But then we do have guidelines that we kind of loose framework that we work around. And when there's inconsistency, it's difficult because I'm a rule follower by nature. You know. All right, Tally, go ahead.
As I was saying, much I will never respect you, and if I were to find out that your big nasty ass croaked in the nearest Shell station, I would celebrate just like I did for Hulk Hogan. Fuck you.
I'll just say this.
Why you gotta bring the monster into it?
I'll go after Loki.
I think it's the perfect time to tell you about a man called Mad Dog. Now, Mad Dog was a father. And one day, I seen Mad Dog come in the house and beat on his wife. And me and my little brother trying to defend our mother. And Mad Dog didn't give a fuck. He just drank more liquor and started more punching. And the more courage we got, he started hitting us. But one day I got the courage to say, Mad Dog, you're not gonna hit any of us. So I took that gun out of his drawer and I drew it on Mad Dog. And boom. I've been defending little brother ever since, but now little brother gotta be big brother. Cause I can't do it no more. That's Mad Dog.
Did Mad Dog message at least 3 to 5 people about like how to get along with you because they're obsessive fucking weirdos? Did Mad Dog do?
You never saw
I go after Loki.
You never saw Jason Lyrics?
Yeah.
I don't know that I have.
You need to watch that.
Say Charlie, you know, like that's what we just noticed. But let me just say this, look. Sometimes you have to know when you're evenly matched. Now, Charlie has a way with words. Charlie sounds good, convincing. Charlie sounds serious. She sounds just like a black woman. Someone you don't fuck with. Right? And a southern black woman. And that's what a lot of people ain't used to. But when they hear an educated southern woman, it gets serious. People are intimidated. Like Mike, on Clubhouse, this was my question. On Clubhouse, has anyone ever told you that you're smart and you made me feel stupid? Not even stupid. You use your smartness to hurt people. Has anyone told you that on Clubhouse? Take that as a silence. So anyway, so
were you asking me?
No, I was asking Mike. Probably, I know. It's you. That's what people say about you. So I just want to say this, like, if you don't think that you have any power, think about your victims. Think about how your victims feel about your power. You gotta really put that into perspective because you make them feel bad for just talking. And I know a couple of women felt that way because of you. And another thing, and lastly, I just want to say this. Look, Monica gets on your nerves, you get on Monica's nerves. Like, we're all involved in this shit. I don't like it, but I'm not gonna just cry and let you know how much I dislike it. I'm not. I tried that. It doesn't work. You know what I want to do? I'll just listen. And I'll take it on. And I'll make it fair. Because I'll get Monica Monica.
Okay, well, I apologize by being agitated by an adjutant. Are we better now?
Oh, we cool. We got back on these now.
When you see my glass, when you see my glass, when you see my glass,
Oh my God.
my glass, nigga. When you see my glass.
Glad that was handled. Anyone else have any feedback for us?
I try to get the perfect picture, but I don't
I got some feedback. For you, Monica. Listen, if you don't see your value in chillism, you just blind. Every goddamn day you come into this room, right? People try to jump you. Who's the one who's over there telling them don't fuck with you?
That's right.
Be honest.
Yeah, no, that's true.
Every time in this room, when someone brings up some old shit that claims that, hey, Monica did this or Monica did that, who's the one fighting for you? Who? Now, 2 people build this room from the bottom up. Me and Knowledge.
Oh, I thought you were going to say Tally and Monica.
How many times me and Knowledge told you we don't want you here?
One time from you. Run you suck my food! Shut your white ass up! Run you suck my
That's not
food!
saying we don't want you here. That's saying, hey, you
Alright, fair enough. Fair enough.
So, Monica, I think you need to recognize, like, when it comes to chillism, and when you say chillism don't want you or you don't provide value here, you need to speak to the people that matter. Okay? Look at the people that are here right now. The ladies, the Floras, the Patties.
I miss them.
I know you do. But look where they at. Who said for them? They get attacked. They get beat down. Shot. Have I ever let shot talk to you disrespectfully? No. Shot beat down. Patty.
Well, Shasha and I are friends. That might not be a good example.
Doesn't matter.
But point taken.
I have some feedback. Very quickly.
Alexa. Listen, I just want to say that, you went into the ring yesterday. I believe you did a good job. You maintained your composure.
Yeah, it's totally good. I don't have to go over all of yesterday. The only thing I was a bit concerned about was that Tally, when you were you were allowed to be annoyed, completely fine, no issue doing that. But when you were talking about my trauma and stuff, there was a lot of people in the room who I haven't chosen to share those things with. When I share vulnerable things, it's to do with the subject, and I'm totally fine with you not liking that. But you essentially told a lot of people there's some people in here I've never even spoken to, who now know very personal things about me, which is, that's it.
Okay, well, my apologies for spreading that beyond its natural borders that you created. But generally, I believe every other thing I said is true.
That's fine, it's just a doxing. Telling personal information.
It's not doxing. I didn't ask for that information. This is not some sisterhood of the yeast infection pants. I don't want it.
No, that's fine, but then retelling personal details and things I've been through to a room of people like with people in it I don't know, that is, I would say that's doxing.
Straight up DMX on you, Alaska.
Yeah. It's fine. Yeah, again, it's fine, I'm happy. It's just, there's people in this room, especially the work I do, I have to be, No, I didn't tell Telly in private, no. But I also made, there's certain things I only shared because the room was smaller, for example.
Take your time.
You're assuming that everybody knows.
Listen. No, that's some respect inside the room, right? If I'm in a private setting and I'm talking to you about personal stuff, I don't expect you to use that information against me.
Is the private setting this room?
Yeah.
Yes.
Then why is it not the same private setting?
When I mean by private setting, intimate. Let me use the word intimate. Sorry, not private, intimate. Alright? And I'm talking about myself.
Was the intimate setting this room?
Yes.
Do we chill out? Let this
just flow, man.
Yes, yes, the intimate setting was this one. The intimate setting could be any fucking location. Anyways, so look, in that intimate setting, like shoes, don't open myself. I guess that's human decency. Don't use that information against me. That I thought that we were cool and that I could provide to you. Like being vulnerable. Like don't use that shit. That's I'm just saying that's evil.
That would have provided. That would have required some. Shut up, low key. That would have required some consideration of the people who were listening. That would have been her checking in like a properly therapized person to know that everyone doesn't want to receive the trash.
Don't put it on everyone. Everyone can jump on and complain. That's just you. That's the same thing people was doing when people was like, "Oh, we in this room don't need you here." No, that's just you, Tony.
I didn't say she couldn't be here. I just said I don't want to. I don't want to be part of
You were saying we don't want. You were saying we don't want.
No, I didn't.
She said everyone doesn't. No, she just said everyone doesn't Wait, no, hold on. It doesn't matter, but just now Tally said everyone doesn't want to hear that. She's included in that everyone, and if she doesn't want to hear that...
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, that's not my point. My point is that when she included everyone, everyone did not jump up. Everyone did not jump up and respond and jump on that bandwagon. It was only her.
Everybody didn't ask to hear that shit either.
She needs to say, hey, I don't want to hear. I'll get a second.
But she's not wrong for saying everybody doesn't want to hear that shit. Fine. Okay, you know what, fuck it. I'm with Sally. I don't want to hear that shit either. This is not a space.
You want to tell me you don't want to do it.
Fine. I speak for first as well. I'm also part of the everyone, so I can speak for... But you can't say that everyone wants to hear it, though. That's the issue, Nathan.
Yes, the only thing is everyone said about the time.
That's not my point.
I can say that not everyone wants to hear it, though. Am I wrong in saying that?
Yes, you will.
Yes.
How?
Because I'm part of the everyone. I don't want to hear it.
You see, you is biased.
You want to hear about the trauma.
You is biased. He's biased.
You're not everyone, though. Nathan, hold on. Let's put this into ChatGPT. Hold on. Where's knowledge when we need it? Let's put this into ChatGPT. You're about to be wrong, Nathan. You realize that? Because here's the thing. If someone says not everyone wants to hear that, and at least 2 people demonstrate that they don't want to hear that, then she's right. Not everyone.
No, it's just that wasn't what we were discussing. It's just Tally said yesterday that everyone doesn't want you here. No one wants to hear that, blah, blah, blah. But it's not
I know for sure I didn't say...
She did say that. I heard her.
Good.
Loki, you're not a reliable witness.
Lies, nigga.
Listen, I'm going to do this, and I need y'all to put that. Listen, this is one thing I hate with fucking women. One thing I hate with women is that y'all don't know what an apology is. It's like y'all redefine apology. Oh, an apology is when you hurt someone's feelings, right? You hurt someone's feelings. Regardless, you apologize for hurting their feelings. Not that saying that you wouldn't hurt this person's feeling again. You're talking about that time you blew up. So no one consented to you blowing up, Tally, right?
So I would ask the next time trauma dump, could you just let me know so that I can...
No. You blew up, right?
No, it's not a problem when anyone else does it.
Please, you're not listening to me, you're just talking.
It's me.
You just want to be like, hey, you just want... Tally, listen, it ain't about everyone fucking else. Every time it's like, oh, everyone else does it, why can't I? Because you're better than them. You're well great man. Like, come on. Anyway, my point is this, Sally. Look, at the end of the day, you did something that she disliked, and she did something you disliked. I think y'all need to swear up and at least acknowledge that y'all differences are, that y'all two have some differences. Because even though you feel valid, she feels valid in talking about what she wants to talk about in a free-ish speech space, right? Regardless of how trauma it is and all this, it's a free-ish speech space. Like, I hear traumatic things every fucking day about what people... Anyway, that's not the point. The point is that we all have to deal with it. We all have to hear it, right? And regardless if you don't want to hear it, you know what I'm saying? That's the lead quietly button. You don't have to blow up on people. You don't have to. You don't. But if you do, acknowledge that. Like, that's not in your... if you want to be the person that blows up, I get it. That's your new character. Okay, I get that. But I don't think that's you, Tali. I don't. But I'm saying that you know who you are.
I just want to say one thing.
I don't hear what you want to say. So,
I want to say something to you.
okay, the next time someone, without my express permission, unloads their private experiences of a traumatic nature, although I would appreciate fair warning so that I don't even have to hear the beginning of the stammerings, I'll just leave. I'll just leave.
Please don't come back.
Shut up. Just turn everybody, let's just, and then I'm going to imagine that in my absence, you'll just hold each other and cry, because that's what we're here for.
Tali, listen, every time, I'll tell you what I started doing. Every time I listen to Beamer talk about some shit, whatever she's talking about, she's talking about
colorism right here.
I simply just leave. Like, I'm like, oh my God, no. I'm saying people talking about something.
But Nathan, sorry, I had to drop for a little bit. Do you make a distinction between when someone shares something on here in a quote-unquote intimate setting and when it is reshared in the same place? How is it not intimate still, if it's the same room?
No, it's not the same people in the room.
But so now we're supposed to keep track of who's in the room at one time?
Hell yeah.
If it's an intimate setting, right?
What do you mean intimate setting? Define that.
You just don't fuck everybody, nigga.
Okay, look. Let's say this. You and your wife, you go to a restaurant and you guys sit in the back in a secluded area, right? And you guys conversate amongst each other. Compared to a club where everyone is in the same place at the same time.
That's a different room altogether. We're saying sharing on chillism, according to you, is intimate at one moment and not intimate at another moment in the same space.
Yes.
So we're supposed to keep track of whether or not something is shared in a setting that is intimate and therefore can't be reshared?
I think you understand what I'm trying to say.
I understand it. I'm saying it doesn't apply. The standard doesn't apply.
It does apply.
How are you then to define the standard? When is this? Is it intimate right now? Are we intimate right now?
I don't think so.
How am I supposed to know?
What I mean by no, listen, I'm explaining to you.
Everybody,
what I mean by
do it. This answers your question. Look at my PTR.
Get back in your cage, nigga.
Yo, Kagino, I'm using that from now on. Damn it, that was a good one.
Hey, Dewey, all you gotta do is look at my PTR, and it explains it all. It answers all of your questions.
Your PTR is of a strawberry getting into mold? A moldy strawberry?
Read what it says. Read what it
Be
says.
careful of your surroundings. Sure, my surroundings are I'm in chillism, right? And if I share something right now in this intimate setting, should I consider myself safe from it being reshared in the same room the next day? I know. But that's
wait. What makes the setting intimate is the people you're surrounded by. Like this, think about this room. It's just like let's say it's an empty spot, right? And at certain periods of time, it's big. A lot of people are in here, right? The setting isn't intimate. Think about a spot with a lot of people you're close with. People that open up amongst themselves about things personal, and you doing that with them. That's an intimate setting.
I get
that. That happens in this room. Okay,
I get that.
Wait. How is Tali supposed to know who that's going to be?
Exactly.
Tali is in a stupid woman. She knows what common sense is.
No,
stop. If you guys are trying to say that Tali is oblivious to intimate settings, you're trying to tell me that Tali.
That wasn't the question.
Sometimes I'm on here and I don't even look at the profiles to see who's in here. It's just in my ear. How am I supposed to know whether or not it's an intimate setting? There could be 100 people in the listening. There could be 20 people. I don't know. Like, here's the accusation of doxing. And look, it's fine. I get the idea that we should be sensitive, but the idea. Alaska used the word doxing. And I think that's kind of, again, Alaska, all due fairness.
Dewey, were you
I don't think
yesterday?
I was not here yesterday, no.
Okay,
so being a jerk.
But wait, before I said that, you didn't know. You didn't know if I was here yesterday, right? So if Tali had repeated it to me, you don't know if that would have been doxing or not because there's no standard here in this room.
It's like when Monica changed their name, right? We couldn't then call them Monica, but even though that was shared in the room, was that okay? Like, I'm going by you guys' rules.
No. Yeah, I don't think that was like satire.
No, but I'm just giving that as an example. But the main thing.
Yeah, but the example proves the point.
Dewey, you weren't here yesterday. It wasn't just shared in the conversation. It doesn't matter now because I think it's just causing issues.
Wait, but Alaska, how is that any different? How is that any different to when you refer to me and you say I should know all about colonialism? You're referring to something I said in the past, but you don't know.
No, I was referring to you in that.
Yeah, maybe that's very sensitive to you.
Exactly. Yeah, it's
and maybe he said it in an intimate setting here.
I don't like when y'all take on the autistic position. Play like,
it's not autistic. I don't know social. If you're gonna accuse someone of doxing, you better fucking.
You said arbitrary social cues. What are you doing? Like, you can't do that. Like, what the fuck?
I might have something that'll build a bridge.
Oh yeah, no, can I just say this one thing? But Tali, I genuinely had no idea that was upsetting you and like triggering you, and I do. Sorry, you didn't say it triggered you, but
she said she put it in the chat.
I was
Did you
just
see it in the chat?
Yeah, but I just want to say, like, I just share my life, and sadly, I think some of my life is sad, but that's fine. Like, I'm in a very happy place. But no one ever told me that was upsetting them or triggering them, so I'm very sorry. I'll try and even be more, like, on it in the future. I do
Wait. You heard him. She said it wasn't intentional. You heard it. It wasn't intentional. It wasn't like I was doing it on purpose. I wasn't trying to do that. My goal was not to try to make you guys feel bad. Accept it. Accept the fucking apology.
No, don't
Wait. Let me get this right. So, Alaska discloses something about herself, and it makes other people feel sad, and now she just apologizes for this.
Exactly. This is some asshole shit, bro. Tali, you can get behind Huey and that shit, but I'm a theist, bro.
We haven't allowed me to speak. You haven't allowed me to speak.
You don't even believe in the miracles of the Bible. How are you atheist anyway? The point is.
That shit ain't gonna happen.
Can we hear from
Maddie says, I believe in this core principle. Yeah, do unto others as you have done doing to you.
No problem. Let's get back on Alaska because you're not about to dodge this one. Look, the point is this.
Okay, so I'll say that what I said in your absence, that I don't believe you to be some horrible person, and I was at that time trying to communicate that I don't think it's intentional, but I don't know, it just seemed. It seemed inconsiderate to me, and I could have approached you privately, but the rest of the conversation was happening on stage. So if it's the case that something like that comes up again, I'll try to remember to approach you privately.
And I will never repeat anything Alaska ever says ever.
What bro? You're so sassy, bro.
Well, that's how I am. I'm so sassy.
Why are you so sassy?
I'm so sassy.
Spicy, too.
Alaska say that bother Tally.
Yeah, is that a Dave?
No, it's not.
You know what I learned as a man, bro? Being right isn't always cool, bro.
Damn.
Because to be right, you have to be an asshole.
I know. Trust me, I know.
I learned that, bro. And Diddy knows that too. But he gets his chance to do it.
What do I know?
Tali, earlier you said we're always talking about Jews in here. I really hope you delineate from who's obsessively like talking about Jews and who's like levying criticisms about Israel. And I think talking about Israel is a pretty like topical political point. Like there's like the conflict going on right now. I don't think I'm whenever I talk about it, my aim isn't to piss anyone off. I'm not like one of these weirdos who like bring up a topic to get someone like pissed off. But it's just because I'm feeling the way about it. I'm like doing a little research, I just want to talk about it on stage with the people
Yes.
about politics.
So I can differentiate and have, on occasion, defended people's ability to speak about it. It is, of course, it actually does a little bit piss me off when people are just like, oh, no one's allowed to talk about it, we're all being silenced, while every day talking about it. It just seems nonsensical and like a terrible critique with no like basis. I would also, and I've made the comparison like 1,000 times, like say that the way that people throw out the word anti-Semitism diminishes the like actual occurrences of it, similar to the way I detest the way people will call everything racism. And when you do that with anti-Semitism or racism, if everything is, then nothing is. And I think those particular critiques should be like levied with with consideration of that. Now, I would also say that for me, particularly, when people just threw out, and I also cuss Nani out about this, just imagery around the harm of children to be launched out of nowhere. I'm just like, right now I'm just working, and now you just thrown out there like the worst possible thing, and it's just like, it is jarring, and not in the way that causes empathy, which is what I think they're farming for. It doesn't really work that way. It's just like a way to like throw out the worst possible trauma or abuse, and that is not adding to any conversation ever, or any debate, or any stance. It's just.
I don't know. I feel like so.
But okay, last thing. The first time I noticed the hashtagging of like actual plights was with Breonna Taylor, and I hated the people on the internet who would just like, they'll tell a joke and then end it with, oh, the rest of the cops gonna kill Breonna Taylor. Like, you're trivializing and you're diminishing, and if it's your goal to be some sort of advocate, you're doing the complete opposite with your action.
Yeah, I completely agree with that. I am a big proponent of actually like walking the walk, not talking the talk. I talk a lot about aesthetic politics and how people need to really do that. So when I was posting the Palestine updates, I've written in the chat again, I did that because people in the room, specifically like at least 2 people have said, oh, I didn't know anything was still going on over there. And that's why I've been posting it. The fact that children aren't doing well over there is just what's happening. I didn't think that it was the kind of space where we had to be careful with that, especially considering how many times we talk about rape and other things that are very triggering to other people. So I'm a bit unsure on the rules on this.
So the rules are, no thank you. The rules are freedom of speech. With my speech, I can also tell you that the way that some people engage sometimes on the topic is repulsive.
Yeah. Because literally all I was doing with the Palestine updates is looking at the latest update. Just from Al Jazeera.
Alaska, we appreciate you. Well, at least I.
Wait, so Alaska's crime is talking about the Palestinians? That's what got niggas upset?
No, quote unquote trauma dumping.
No.
Oh, what a piece of shit.
No.
Alaska,
you got on her bad side.
Yeah, I'll let you not say that. Say it again.
Shut up, you weird weirdo. I want to take a bath. Every time I listen to you, I want to take a bath and
You
wash
should take
myself.
more baths. By the sound of your voice,
You're filthy, disgusting, get help ass weirdo.
I know that there's dirt under your fingernails. I know that there's.
You're helping her by like letting her live like this.
And I think
you're making it worse. You're letting it become more metastasized.
Bonnie Clean just rolled into the room, and then you did.
Look, I just wanted to say this one thing, guys. I just want to say this one thing. Valley, listen, I've been arguing, right? One of my favorite topics, which is abortion, right? With women Nah, abortion with women. And you know what I hear all the time when I argue with them? How do you think that baby feels? Do you know they have a heartbeat? Do you know what a heartbeat is? Do you know what that means?
Did you
Like,
say
that's
that's your
what- like-
favorite topic? Is that what you said?
Yes, I love. Yes, my favorite topic is the debate. Yes, and when I argue, since Discord. And when I argue with women, it's always, hey, this is how I feel. It's always
And
the
what
trauma
is your
dumping.
stance?
They don't.
What is your stance on it again?
Let me just.
Kill them both motherfuckers. That's his stance.
So anyway, so they argue like, hey, everything is about feelings. Hey, you know, this baby, it's a heartbeat, it's a human. It is nothing logical. And this is my point, man. I've been arguing with women on Clubhouse for a long time, and I never heard anything logical. I only hear emotional stuff. So when you hear it, you're annoyed at it. Just think about all the times when I have to hear. Maybe that there's this part of your brain where you can turn on and you can listen and understand women, but I can't. I try. I can't. Like that argument does not make sense to me. It doesn't. Like, just because they have that means they should live. Like, what the fuck? Anyway, go ahead.
I just wanted to address Alaska. I wanted to say that my heart goes out to you, and I really appreciate that you. Number one, I haven't seen this on Clubhouse. I've never seen someone genuinely apologize for expressing themselves in such a way. And then, what the greatest part about it wasn't an insensitive man, Alaska, that shot you down. It was one of your fellow women. And I think that was the irony of it all. While men generally in the room are the ones who are the cold, callous, evil, evil, monstrous, backstabbing bastards. Actually one of your own that didn't want to hear your story. They didn't empathize with you in any way whatsoever. So I just wanted to end with this. I'm going to apologize for that said individual because we both know she's too black to do it herself. Black women will never apologize for anything. Thank you.
I'm sorry, your breath stinks.
So, I'm just going to say, so long as Lion and Lady are in the room, I think some apologies are in order, if I'm to be frank. And I'm a staunch believer if you say some shit in public, an apology should be public. And a few days ago, me and Lion got into a
Oh God, no.
Is this just about you? You know it's about you. It's okay.
Some things were said on both sides, and honestly, since I've said certain things, definitely for Lady, but to Lion to a lesser degree, I've felt a lot of shame. I feel really bad seeing you on stage, Lady, and not being able to address that. It's been an elephant in the room for me, just so you know. I should have never said those things about your kids. No matter how upset, no matter what was said to me.
I know y'all are angry. It's okay, Louie.
But it has been weighing on me. I don't want a situation where I feel like I can't talk to Lady or something. So I truly apologize for that.
Louie, and I appreciate it, and I'm not going to diminish your apology. I appreciate your apology and you taking the I forgive you, and I'll be honest, I forgot about it after that day.
And I haven't, so I just...
And I understand, and again, that's why I said I'm not going to diminish your apology. I appreciate it, and we are good. You're one of my favorite people in here.
I apologize to the room now because you wasn't the only person in there. They wasn't the only people in the room. They were in the room too. No. You think we weren't together, bro? You trying to dump on us?
David, I hate you so fucking much.
I know, he just, you know what, Nathan, I hope you accidentally spilled paint thinner in your most expensive paint.
No. And you know what? I hope you never get the joy of learning new words as you, just insist on immediately misusing and mischaracterizing them.
I had a better joke to follow it up. Can I do my joke that I was going to follow it up with? Since we're all in our feelings and everybody's
we're not all in our
feeling good. Concrete, I accept your apology as well.
Okay.
And, it's all good.
Me too.
Oh, I actually have no apology for Concrete. I apologize for...
Oh, that was my joke because I accepted his apology.
Your voice being that of the Elephant Man, and that you were likely, equally as grotesque to the villagers near you. I'm sorry that when pushed upon regarding your industry of concrete, that you fail like you probably do in other areas of your life. I'm so sorry that you're experiencing these things publicly.
Okay, now, Rick, who was funnier, me or Tali? Mine had an irony, and Tali's just went for the throat. Who's funnier? Tali's funnier? All right, go for the throat. Got it. That's fair.
I also want to, since we all in the apologetic mood, I'll go ahead and also apologize to Concrete as well for constantly embarrassing him and showing him up in every step of the way. I want to apologize. I want to also apologize to Dewey for you being born Jewish. I want to.
Thank you. I do hold you responsible for that.
I need my flowers.
I do hold you responsible.
Hey, Dewey, it might have happened. You never know.
But if that was true, then I would be an actual Jew, huh?
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, it really don't.
Come on, Dewey, let me get my flowers.
Hey, Dewey, it can be between me and like 5 other guys, so we really don't know. Anyway, so I want to also apologize to Pocket. I've been noticing that you've been coming out the mic more. We appreciate you, but just stay relevant. You know what I'm saying? And yeah. And I apologize for that statement I made earlier about how knowledge wants to suck on that one guy's dick earlier. That was a call for. I should have never said that knowledge wants to suck on that guy's dick.
Mojo?
Yeah, we should have. I should have never kept saying that knowledge wants to suck on that guy's dick. That wasn't right.
Wait, what did you say, Lloyd? Wait, what did you say?
I kept saying, I apologize for saying that knowledge wants to suck on that guy's dick.
Wait, you kind of broke up, bro.
Yeah, my bad. I am.
But knowledge ain't here, though. Knowledge ain't here.
Oh, you're gonna have to repeat this later. Yeah, he's not.
Okay, but you know what I'm saying? Just remind me to apologize about knowledge wanting to suck on that guy's dick. All right. And I think that's all for now. Oh, and Concrete. You are also one of those people that's too black to apologize, so I'll apologize for you to the room. And listen, he can't help it. He grew up in a rough, tough streets somewhere in Princeton, and at the same time, he didn't have a male role model like myself to kind of guide him and lead him into the ways of manhood. So we got Concrete, you know what I'm saying? So just bear with him, all right, guys? Bear with him. All right.
Damn, y'all should be apologizing to me. Nobody apologized to me. I'm the nigga that suffer. Every time I get off mic, I get jumped.
That's a fact. No, that's a fact, bro.
I apologize. And niggas like Nathan won't allow you a space, Coachito.
I'm always big of that nigga.
I apologize to Nathan is interrupting me right now. I apologize on his behalf to me. I apologize to me on his behalf.
I apologize to you, Omnitether, because I'm about to call you a little bitch. Omnitether, you're a little bitch.
Oh, dude. But you apologize.
Yeah, so it's all good. We're good.
Alright, I get it. Hey, Coachito,
I just want to say this. Lion, I didn't get my flowers, bro. That's fucked up. You can at least give me one apology. But,
yeah,
I just want to say this, man.
Hey, I'm a real man about this, Nate. Yeah, listen. Well, out of all of the years into this room, and you have given me a platform to really express my pure, unadulterated hatred for niggas like yourself.
And the Jews.
You took those. Listen, you took those beatings.
Bro, this one
better
my
than
turn.
You took those beatings better than anybody in the worst prisons, Nate. You kept coming back for more. When I slapped you around, you came back and turned the other cheek. No pause today. You took all of it.
Pause.
I apologize.
Why you said
No pause.
No pause. Hey, listen, and I apologize for hurting you. Nate. I apologize for emasculating you and making you feel little on the inside just as well as being little on the outside. I apologize, Nathan, for making fun of the fact that you come from a third world country and the only way that you were ever going to make it is if you sold your ancestors to the military. I apologize, Nathan, for making you feel ostracized or not American enough. I apologize.
I apologize for not tuning y'all out more.
But not
Okay, what about that time when you said I was stupid, bro? You didn't apologize for that.
I just said that I apologize for slapping you around. Remember? Did you hear me say that?
Yeah, but that's different though.
Apologize for calling him Nay-Nay. His name is not Nay-Nay. His name is
Yeah, what about calling? Yeah. What about? Yeah, you didn't apologize for calling me Nay-Nay.
Wait, you don't like that name?
No, I never did like it, Lion.
It's a nickname.
I never did like it.
Chris don't started that and you took it around with it, Lion.
Hey, Nathan.
Yeah, Lion.
I thought you liked the little kid names. You know, you can have your own theme song. You could have came to the room and started, hey, go on, do that Nay-Nay. Do that Nay-Nay, yeah. Go on, you know what I'm saying? You could have made something out of there.
Bro, I'm telling you, bro. Lion, bro. Listen, on the real, bro, on all the light-skinned niggas I knew, bro, you the only one survived, bro. Ranzo? Where you think Ranzo at?
Yeah.
There was this other guy, and Concrete helped me jump him. His name was Saul, from back in Discord. Another light-skinned dude.
Oh, that's your body, Nate. Yo, that's when I first learned that Nate was a diabolical troll. I remember coming in the room, pause, and they was like, yo, this nigga Nate is just on this dude. He won't leave him alone. And the dude would be like explaining himself to Nate, like, yeah, man, I'm trying to like basically stop killing me. But no, vanquish that nigga.
And yo, Nathan, I know a lot of times, whether it's like through like personal conversations or just like what you say on stage, I feel like you get the impression that I don't get the vision, or I don't see what you're trying to do, and that can't be further from the truth, my G. Like, I'm in this bitch damn near every fucking day. Like, honestly, for the past couple of years, every fucking day, damn near, like, save like a few months here or there, but like, and it's because I fuck with what you got going on here. I fuck with what you built here, bro. And yeah, bro, like, there's a reason why we have regulars coming in here every day. I definitely understand the vision, but you know what I'm saying? Just like, be chill, my nigga. I'm not here to fuck up the conversation. I come in here whenever I get riled up watching, like, I'll read an article and I'm like, damn, it's just fucked up or whatever. Chillism's the first thing that comes to mind. Like, you guys are my political outlet. So don't, like, I just want you to understand that, like, I get what this is about. I understand. When I get frustrated, it's just because I just want to say my shit, dog. I don't like people cutting me off. But it's never to, like, disrupt the flow of what's going on here, because there's a reason why niggas come here every fucking day, bro. Because you've cultivated a space where people are talking about topics that, like, we're all interested in, and it's always that, and then we've grown to, like, enjoy each other, so sometimes it gets, like, off, like, the politics or whatever, we talk about personal shit or whatever, it's other shit, but, like, I understand the the ethos behind like the space. I support it, fuck with it. I just want you to understand, like, yo, I get it, dog. I'm not trying to ever like fuck up a room or blow the space up or like go crazy and like have niggas leave the room. Like, I'm conscious about that shit too. You guys might not think so. I'm conscious about when niggas leave the room. It's like, ah, man, this probably is not the greatest topic. You make note of that or whatever, but just so you know, though, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like I don't see what's going on. There's a lot of us, maybe some of us don't, but I think a lot of us see what's going on and we appreciate the space. And I don't hear that said enough on here. Maybe once in a while, but yeah, you did a good thing here, bro. You did a good thing. This is this is something cool that you started, bro, and I think you should pat yourself on the back.
Hey, by the way, Nene is a term for
I ain't just me, bro. It's knowledge as well, too. Not knowledge. I second that.
Nene is a term of endearment. That's the American way of accepting you into our family. I don't understand why you would reject that.
Can I please apologize?
Miss Fifi, I don't know what you did. I don't care what you did, Miss Fifi. You have no reason to apologize to any of you. Especially if there's any apologies that are levied towards someone like Tally. If you have any apologies to levy towards Lion, no, please don't do
I
it.
definitely deserve some apologies from Fifi.
Well, you know, I'm over here. Auntie be irked sometimes. And, you know, I'm sorry. I apologize if I go off, you know, on a tangent, you know. Just don't mind me, you know. Lion, I'm watching you. Thank you.
Miss Fifi, I specifically said don't apologize to that.
I didn't apologize.
Okay.
Hey, but maybe you should, due to the fact that, you know, like, I don't want to hint to you, but you kind of like come off like an auntie, a respected auntie.
I am a respected auntie. I really am. I am that auntie. I really am.
That's my auntie I go shopping with every Sunday.
Hey. I'm the brunch auntie. You know, come on now.
No, you know, auntie, they be hotboxing in the back of the van with the local niggas and shit.
You stupid as shit. Shut up, boy. He as hell. Alright, carry on. Then, Nathan, I love this spot. He already know that. He's not even in here. Oh, yes, he is. I love this spot, Nathan. You do a great job. I watch the numbers, all that. Y'all do good.
Hey, be sure to roll over, to acknowledge what I said, that I apologize.
Who lays in the
Ever
winter?
since, ever since that prison conversation, y'all, the Diddy levels have been going through the roof, and y'all are undiddying things that should be locked in Diddy closets, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, they just be saying no pause. I'm like, what you mean no pause?
No, because y'all be wanting women to say pause, and what women gotta say pause for when it's not a positive moment because it's a women saying it?
Because that's Paul.
No.
It's acknowledging the egregious behavior.
But we would feel funny if we said pause.
Right. Like, a woman says wee, she shouldn't have to say pause.
Right. If somebody said, you know, like...
Well, I feel like if a woman is referring to another woman and says something that might be perceived as homosexual, she should say pause.
Oh, but we don't... I have not said pause in the comments.
If a woman says, "Oh, she's beautiful," I think she gotta say pause.
No, but girl,
absolutely not. No, absolutely not. I'm not pausing by saying a woman is beautiful.
I will compliment.
That's a little.
I'm complimenting myself.
She's fly and nice. She does.
If she's gorgeous. Ain't no bars. Yeah, we don't have to.
Maybe they don't have to because they don't mean it.
No, I'm just fucking around.
Shut up, man. What do you say? He said we don't have to because we don't mean it.
I'm screaming because they don't mean it. I didn't even hear that part. sex, yo. Why do you women lie to each other like that? Why do you guys really think everyone is beautiful? Because if you had any chick tell every girl.
There's a girl that I went to high school with, she ugly as hell. She's like,
No. They will say stuff like this. Hey, if there's a comparison between like a light-skinned beautiful one and a dark-skinned, they can go with the dark-skinned one because they don't want to make the light-skinned one feel like, like objectively that is.
Wait a minute. Are we talking about? Hold on, Nathan. I gotta put you against that because I know some light-skinned women that got some messed up features. So I don't think.
Who looks better, Kelly Rowland or Beyonce? Watch this. Who looks better, Kelly Rowland or Beyonce?
They both.
They
both look good. They both are.
No. I said who looks better.
Yo, stop playing with me, bro.
They both look good. I don't consider Beyonce light skin. I don't know why y'all keep trying to put her in the light skin box. She ain't light skin.
Who looks better?
It's the
Who looks better though?
You know, in some, let me say this,
You see that?
Beyonce looks better. In some,
Yo, Nathan, I'm answering.
Did y'all hear me?
I think Beyonce looks good in some moments, looks better in some moments, and she looks better in some moments.
You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying, guys?
No.
Because you want us to say what you want us to say, and
Exactly.
I just don't feel that way.
No.
Now, if you ask me about a guy, you know what I'm saying? That's different.
Right. Now, if you ask me if you want to compare Tiana Taylor and Keke Palmer, I'm gonna say
Keke Palmer.
Tiana.
I'm gonna say Tiana. And I'm gonna say Tiana because the only reason why I say that, Auntie, is because I like her athletic physique, and I like her bone structure a little bit more. Keke got a little bit more distance. She still got her baggy face.
She got Mustafa, and I'm just like,
Well, for me, with Tiana, I feel like she has like the bone structure. She has a more chiseled bone structure, and I like her high cheekbones. And Keke, she still got her baby face to me.
She does, but they're both beautiful. You know,
they're both gorgeous. They're both gorgeous. Yes. I like Taraji B. Henson, but if I compare her to Naomi Campbell,
I thought she was the multi-millionaires. I thought she was going to do that.
Well, you know what? I still can't get past the Jody cry. Every time I look at Taraji, I see the Jody cry. The Jody cry. I see the Jody cry.
No, I just thought she was going to get her one of them, very good. Who was singing? Nathan.
Oh, that's me? What I was about to say, guys, look, but you see how they obfuscated? They talking about something different? They never answered the question.
Yeah, so this is because they're passive by nature. They're always about trying to keep the peace. And what they don't realize is by keeping the peace, you're also telling lies. So it's kind of like it's a thin line that women walk on. But men are not required to, not truthfully, we're not really required to
keep that nigga ugly.
Yeah, we'll do that real quick. And tell him to his face. Like, hey, bro, hey.
You talking about, the whole time you're talking about your right-hand man. That nigga ugly.
You know, that's why you bring him, because you know you finna get all the attention and he not. You know what y'all be doing.
Now, I'm not gonna lie.
That don't really work for dudes.
Listen.
That don't really work for dudes.
Yes, it do.
You know
that nigga stay.
If we're ready to go out somewhere, okay, I got it. If we're about to go out somewhere, right? And your crew, and they're like, yeah, I'm for the, everybody gotta be, you know, my crew's gotta be, you know.
Everybody gotta be cute.
Well, not necessarily cute, but just on point. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody gotta know how to dress. Like Shaniqua, you not going out with that leopard print and you got 6 bags.
No,
okay?
I don't like
You're not
that.
I want to say this. Look, most guys, especially in the dating scene, and I've been studying this, it's called mate choice. Listen to me, mate choice copy. Mate choice copy. And what this basically is if one or two of the women in a group of women thinks of one particular guy is attractive, all of the women think that the guy's attractive.
You got a point there.
A man becomes more attractive when, here's another one. A man becomes more attractive if the woman in the group, so let's just say for the sake of the argument, she's the alpha woman, she's kind of like the race leader, she's the one that, if she likes the guy, then I'm
Everybody yeah, you're right, Lions. That's kind of right with some of this bull crap out here.
And you know where that also comes from? I just want you to know.
What?
Monkeys.
From what?
Monkeys.
Monkeys.
Yeah.
Monkeys would be just like you.
Evolutionary psychology.
Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Monkey want to be just like you. Oh yeah, I know that.
Yeah, it's evolutionary psychology. The idea behind it is that the man who has who's like the most physically fit, to produce the most capable offspring, and also who is more how do I say, like is more like capable to like provide and protect their offspring, is most likely going to be like eyed or oogled by most of the women in like the community.
So here's the crazy thing. Now watch this. This is the flip though. Men don't want
evolutionarily speaking, evolutionary psychology.
Yeah. Men do not want their women to have multiple male suitors chasing after them. We see that as unattractive on the psychological side.
I mean, yeah. Even on like if I'm talking to a chick and I find out she's talking to like 3 other dudes.
You're not interested.
It's just like, it's okay. I know it.
But it's crazy the other way around. Even though you're a piece of shit dog or whatever and a misogynist, you're still these women are now in the league to compete for your attention because the woman knows that there's other women that want to be with you or want to whatever with you.
I think that's because if we're talking just evolutionary, biologically speaking, it's because our goals are different. Like we look for different things in a relationship.
So we look for things that's compatible for us to actually thrive and survive in society. The reason why we don't want the woman to have a bunch of male suitors, but we do want her to be beautiful and attractive, is because we don't want to run the risk of caring for some other male's child. That's why she becomes unattractive.
Lion, I actually know a lot. Like I actually got into like evolutionary psych and like gender dynamics, but I don't like I did my stint with like the Rollo Tomasi. Rollo Tomasi is the one who coined the term hypergamy, as we understand it, to be like I guess like in his terms, what he'll say is it's woman's dual mating strategy, and was like, she searches for. It's like I think the term he uses is alpha fucks, beta bucks, super cringy, but in essence it means like she's looking for the alpha, quote unquote alpha guy. I think that term's cringe, but like the masculine, like hegemonic masculine, like physically attractive guy and that fulfills one side of her attraction, and then there's the provider,
Here's another one. I think
who fulfills another side. It's fringe. It's super fringe, but like that's how Rollo Tomasi puts it.
Here's another one I think is also interesting. This also goes to the dynamics of our society when we're pushing like men out of society, and we want it to be more of a female, I call it a gyno-theocracy, and what I mean by that is the worship of women, and the government is also formulated by women. Everything women. Well, check this out. Here, this is also interesting. So, let's just say, hypothetically speaking, if we lived in a world where there was an extremely limited supply of women, and there was more men, I want you to know that woman would naturally be God. She would be the safest on planet Earth. Nobody would ever hurt her. They would revere her as like as like literally the queen of all planet Earth.
That's another idea from Rollo Tomasi. Is
right.
That sperm is cheap, eggs are expensive.
Now let's.
The idea is that we like sperm is bounty.
Let me finish. Now, if it was the other way around, we're just talking about from the perspective of a woman. Let's just say that there was a limited supply of men, but there was more women. I want you to know that women would start killing other women wholesale. Women will take on the role.
What do you mean by that?
Women will take on the role, those masculine traits of killing each other, just the same way that the men they traditionally did in the past. Think about that.
You said if men were scarce?
Yeah, if men were extremely scarce, the women that are, we talk about like our gender roles and things like that. Well, the gender role, there will always be a masculine and a feminine, especially within the mammalian dynamic, right? There will always be male and female. Even when there isn't actually a male there, there will be a woman that fills that void. And she will behave just like the male does. And I think
a lot of our roles are biologically driven. I don't know if you can assume that. I think a lot of our roles are biologically driven.
He agrees with me. He supports transgenderism too. This is my argument, Louis.
No, I don't support that. I think what I'm saying.
No, Lion is making that argument. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. He is making an argument.
No, in a way, you're right. In a way, Nathan's right.
This is psychological and biological, and it's really affecting.
There you go.
It's really.
No, I think that's more biologically determined. I think
it's not Lion.
Can you just say which of the examples of gender roles that occur as a result of natural biology, like what that looks like?
I think men are more risk averse. They're more physically more capable. I think their spatial perception is better than women's. Their ability to throw accurately and the
dexterity,
how far they can throw and how strong they can throw, how accurate they can throw. There's a big disparity in that. So I think just
that's not something to do with
things, and therefore,
But I thought you were talking like the psychological traits, not like the physical differences.
I think I think the psychological stuff comes downstream of the physical differences, and then we're finding a way to maybe make a community or survive in a way where we're all working to our best abilities. So men are naturally going to go towards hunter sort of roles, protector sort of roles.
Really?
Women are natural. Huh? What is that? I'm sorry. It's hard to.
The physical affect the psychological. That's why women like tall men.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't believe that. I think they like tall men because y'all told them to like tall men. I think tall men have bad ankles and untrustworthy knees.
No, we don't.
And they also die faster. They have a shorter lifespan as well. So
okay.
I don't believe that. I think all of that is conditioning and not natural, which is why I was asking about what you're correlating, because when you say throwing further or see far, further as well, what is that?
Well, so Tally, a tall man who is lanky and will blow away with a gust of wind is one thing, but tall is just it's more capable. This is a motherfucker that is not. He's probably not losing that many fights. He's probably can handle himself. You could see physically. All right, this is he is. It's a commanding presence, I guess. I guess you're right. It's not just being tall isn't the thing, right? It's the capability. I think being tall is just a marker or an indicator that, all right, maybe this is a motherfucker who can handle his own. You're right. I don't think it's directly, like women are, biologically predisposed to liking taller dudes. Maybe not.
Yeah, and also like
it's an indicator for how capable they are to defend and all.
The average height is something like 5'8" or 5'9" for men, and I think that most of those men are probably partnered. So I guess when you say tall, I'm thinking like those lurch looking. I would have been in the NBA, but uncoordinated type. I'm gonna start at 6'3" for that. You're excluded line, I think you're like 6'1".
I didn't say nothing about you yet all day.
She said, if you would have listened, with all due respect, she said you're excluded. So she wasn't even taking a shot, but you were so ready to just come off and she wasn't even throwing no balls. Calm down, son. Put the blame away.
Like, okay, is it are y'all really convinced that Lurch is? Are y'all really convinced that women are more attracted to Lurch because he's tall than
yes,
what's his name?
Yes, because you perceive that he can protect you better than somebody who's short.
Okay, so how are you guys marking tall and short? And reminder, their average is like 5.
Taller than you, shorter than you. It's in comparison to yourself.
So I think the average height of women is like 5'4".
Right.
So
and the woman will go out with a 5-foot guy or 4'11" guy.
They won't though, but that's where the conditioning comes in. Well, I guess when we're talking about most common occurrences, then yeah, they will. They will. Like it's just.
Can you guys hear me? No? Hello? Okay, so I'm 5'1". I wouldn't want no 5'1". That's just what I thought.
So it's not only you, Miss Iffy. It's a woman thing.
Okay, so
Tali's not dating nobody 5'2".
I have went on dates. When I say dating, I mean went on at least one date with someone my height. And I'm 5'5".
Hey, well,
I mean, I'm 6'4", but I'm also.
Fella, we all know that you ain't been to the date to the restaurant, and then you went and got the phone books and sat the guy down on a chair, and then sat across from him and act like nothing happened. You knew damn well that you was like, nah.
Why you gotta do that? Why you gotta do that?
Wait, did you bring the phone books for him?
No. See, no. Here's the thing. Lion trying to hear something that I did in college, and he was like, I was a harmless, cold thing, and he's glad he brought me back to the light.
You will be taking Jerry Ford as your next vice president. This comes from a book called Being Nixon. And apparently the Senate of the United States forced Jerry Ford on Nixon. So the only way Nixon could go forward was if Jerry Ford was his vice president.
And all of that story, by the way.
Apparently they came